Originally, this is what we had, this is what was here.
Okay.
So years, as time progressed, everything went from underfloor heating only to the central stuff. And it always did not have AC, so that's why those window units are in the walls and stuff. So the concern is now is going from this closet, repairing that, that right there.
Well, this is all water damaged anyway, so all this would have to come up.
Yeah.
So we could lace it in right here
Smart.
and then just run it right into the closet.
Smart. I
Oh,
like that
okay.
idea. I like that idea. And we talked about taking these pieces right here up because of that gap right there. And so when you get ready to sand and stain and everything, we'll take those off, then put those back in place after it's done.
Yeah.
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 Let me show you some more here.
Is that what you guys normally do too?
But yeah, lower the back.
Oh, here it is. There's of course one later on. That type of thing. But I don't think there was any issues as far as water and that type of thing on this side of the house right here. Again, this is an add-on to that elevator right here.
So you go right here, all that, it's eroded underneath this wood. That's why it's so loose right there.
Okay.
And so we can sand and finish this area, but when we fill it in with the putty, it's gonna break up again
Eventually.
very quickly.
Very quickly.
Oh yeah, you can hear it. The wood's just crackling underneath. This is a bad spot.
You guys are the experts when it comes to this.
Is there a vapor barrier underneath?
There is. It's been inspected and stuff. Great. And the guy he was really excited about when he saw it over there.
Yeah.
That's a good thing that they actually did that.
Yeah.
Same thing, transferring over to this room as well. You got one right here. There was an issue right here going into this little closet right here as well.
Did y'all sand this area?
We did like a test sand
Yeah.
to see what it looked like.
Yeah. Was it black in that area? So you pulled that black off. That's great.
It was on the surface like, yeah.
So that's wonderful because a lot of times the moisture comes from below and goes up,
Oh, yeah.
and
Makes
so
sense.
there's no sanding past that.
Past that.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be like a Raggedy Ann type thing. There's gonna be some patching here and patching there. And we had another concern about the transition between here as well. And we wanted to try to make this area right here as close as we can to that back there, because this right here, that's pretty aggressive right there. Looking at that, I said that's at least an inch, maybe an inch and a half, from here to here, right? So what we want to try to do is I know this will have to come out, and we'll have another like a little threshold here that would make this a little bit more easy going into it, on that angle
Going
there.
towards flush.
How many degrees that is or whatever that is.
Yeah. So we need a 5-inch wide mega reducer, so it goes from an inch and a half down to nothing.
Okay. That sounds good. That sounds good. Yeah. We definitely want to make that as smooth as possible right there.
And this is oak.
Scammers.
It looks like we'd have to do the species test. I'd have
Oh,
to
okay.
pull a sample.
Okay. To know.
And yeah, I test it. As far as our expectations with a lot of this gapping, are we okay with just
Absolutely.
puttying in? Okay. Yeah, so we got a lot of little gaps. Little nick in this one.
Yeah.
Nothing I want to
Nothing
pull
crazy.
away.
The whole hallway here, we understand that's got to go away. That's this.
Are we going back with new, or are we okay?
Yes.
Because then we'll lace into here, so we'll
Exactly.
capture these two boards in this lace in. So
Smart.
basically half of this will be gone.
That's smart.
All of this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Midway through.
And my concern with that, I don't know if we want to open this can of worms or if we just want to sand and finish this.
I'm gonna say from what I'm gathering right now, and I understand what you're saying, is we wanna do a sand and finish.
Okay.
Sand and finish.
That's what I would recommend, just because as soon as you start pulling it up,
Yeah.
it'll, it's just gonna keep
Everything's
going.
moving. Yeah, everything's moving, nothing's stationary, yeah, exactly.
What about this closet?
I think we need to roll into the closet as well with the rest of it. Mhm.
Is this?
I wanna say that's your,
Is that the stuff one?
yeah, that's concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your addition from that point to your right is the addition on the house.
We won't be able to come in here.
Is that right?
Yeah, because it has to be on at least 3/4 inch wood to go into it. And if I were to, I could put plywood here, but it wouldn't be the same height.
I understand. Small issue.
Yeah.
Small issue in the closet. That's no big deal.
So potentially I would suggest maybe doing carpet in here. That would be
Smart.
the most inexpensive
I
way.
get it. I agree. Yeah.
And that's what I'm worried about over here. Finishing this off to here. We're running into potentially the same problem. Yeah, it's gonna be the same problem because we don't have that full 3/4 to come through to here. And if I were to put but the 3/4, it would almost be like a ramp up. You'd have to essentially put the 3/4 here when we're demoing it, prep down and taper it down, and it would be like you're going up into here. It wouldn't look right.
So you're saying that if you went in here with the 3/4 forward and you came off of this base right here with your material to there?
Well, so we would do 3/4 to right here, and then we'd have to taper it.
Here.
Yeah,
And
then
so
we'd have
right
to
here, you're
taper.
seeing here.
Yeah, we'd have to taper it down because there would be a lip. That 3/4 is going to sit higher than that wood sitting right now. That's a hurdle.
So what would be your suggestion? Are you saying carpet or?
That's a tough one, honestly. Because everything else is conventional up to right here, I assume, right? I don't know what that closet is. Oh, this must be that closet right there.
I'm sure.
So it just captured into this. That makes sense. Yeah,
So this right here is, from my understanding, is probably gonna be the biggest hurdle right here.
yeah.
Okay. Because we're coming off of there to here. The filler that I've seen, I'm watching HGTV and I'm gonna be honest with you, the filler that I've seen, if they actually fill in stuff like that and build that up,
But
is
the
that
thing
tiled?
is, so the wood has to go on to wood since it's nailed down. I could totally build this up with self-level,